There are a whole bunch of ways to get college credit for free without doing any work at all, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about in today's video. Hi, I'm Ryan Swayt, and I used to be a two-time college dropout, making just $12 an hour. Then I learned how to hack college and earned an entire bachelor's degree in 9 months flat. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll show you how. All right, so how in the world do you get college credit for free? If you're watching this, you might already have some ideas of different ways to do this, but I wanted to walk through a whole bunch of different ways and the pros and cons of each so that you know exactly how to take advantage of each of these free college credit strategies before you start college, so you can basically start college with a head start and have classes under your belt before you even start. So number one, the first thing I want to say is that especially if you've been out of high school for a while, you can study for your college placement tests. Because a lot of times when you go back to college, they're going to have you take placement tests, okay? They want to gauge what math level you're at and what English level you're at. Well, something that you can do is that you can study for those tests before you take them, so that you do better on those tests. And what's going to happen if you do better on those tests? They're going to place you into a higher math class or a higher English class or a higher science class, and you get to skip the classes below, proving that you've already learned those things and you have knowledge in those areas. So the number one thing I want to say is that if you are in any situation where you have to take a college placement test, study for those tests first so that you can test higher, get better scores. Literally skip classes. You'll basically enter college in higher level classes than you would have if you didn't study. So placement tests are number one, and it's a very easy way, okay? The number two strategy I want to talk about is military experience. Okay, if you're in the military at all, if you have any military experience or training under your belt, a lot of colleges and universities will basically give you free college credit for that knowledge and experience you have in the military field, which is very cool. Now, how do you get this? Literally, you start the enrollment process with your college, whatever college you've chosen, and you ask them if they offer experience credit for military, right? And a lot of colleges do, and basically they'll take your military experience and they'll count it a lot of times as elective credits, and you literally don't have to take as many classes when you go through college. You get free college credit for your military experience. So if you're a veteran or if you have any military training under your belt, take advantage of this. All you have to do is ask your college if they offer anything like that. Now, number three is very similar, but it's basically workforce experience or corporate training, okay? And basically what happens is when we go into the workforce and we have jobs, a lot of times for those jobs, we have to be certified in certain subjects. Let's say you get a job doing advertising or something like that, and you have to take a class on social media advertising or get some type of social media influencing certification or something like that. That's just an example. It can be the same across literally any field. But if you have training or experience in literally any area of the workforce, you can go to your college and say, hey, do you offer any credit for workforce experience or corporate training, okay? If you have any type of certification for anything, that might count as college credit. Therefore, you can skip another college class or two or three or four or however many you qualify to skip, okay? So literally anything, any experience you have, if you've had any type of real life job as an adult whatsoever, there is a chance you may get free college credit just for working that job, okay? And then if you have actual certificates, those work really well too. So approach your college and ask them about that. If you don't ask your college for these free credit opportunities, they're not going to give you those credits, because guess what? The longer you're in school, the more you have to pay for tuition and the more money they make, right? So they have these free college credit opportunities readily available, but they don't always advertise them because they actually make more money if you don't take advantage of those. Okay, now the next thing I want to talk about is competency-based education. Okay, and simply what this is basically a lot of colleges offer the opportunity for you to test out of college classes. Okay, now this is a little bit different than just totally free college credit, but it's close to free. Okay, and I'll tell you why. If you have knowledge, let's say you've been working in the business field for a long period of time, you have business knowledge. Well, in college, you have to take business classes, right? If you're going to business school. Well, if you already have experience in working in these areas, you likely know a lot of the things they're wanting to teach you in college. If you can, instead of sitting in a classroom for 4 to 6 months and learning, if you already know the material, you can literally skip straight to the test and just test out of a class. And there are a lot of really, really easy classes. For example, in the business field, there's like a business ethics class, okay? The whole test is basically scenarios. If this scenario happens, what would you do? This, or this. And it's multiple choice. And basically, if you understand ethics and you understand what it's like to be honest and not cheat people and stuff like that, that's an easy test to pass. You literally just go straight to the test and take the test. If you pass, you get full 100% credit for the class. Now, these are really, really good ways to get free college credit, okay? Now, if you want to take it a step further, okay, you literally can test out of every single class in college, which is incredible. It's amazing. It's this opportunity that colleges don't really advertise very well, because if you take them up on it, you'll graduate likely faster and you won't have to pay as much tuition. So they don't throw it out there like they should. But essentially what you can do is you can study for tests and take tests. And when you pass the test, you get college credit for those entire classes. And guess what? If you test out of every single class in college, your diploma looks exactly the same as everyone else's diploma. Even if you graduated in a few short months instead of several long years, your diploma literally looks exactly the same. If you know me at all, if you've watched my channel, you know that I dropped out of college twice, taking the traditional sit in the classroom, do the homework, read the textbook approach. And I couldn't do it. I basically dropped out. I had a family to support and I had young children, and I decided, you know what? I'm not doing this. I'm going to test out of every single class. I earned a bachelor's degree in 9 months, and I followed a step-by-step system that allowed me to graduate insanely fast in a matter of months, not years, right? Well, if you'd like to learn that process, I call it degree hacking. All you need to do is I will leave a link down below this video in the description that will lead you to a free training, okay? It's like my degree hacking 101 training, okay? Literally is going to walk you through the exact process that I followed, and I'll teach it to you absolutely free, okay? Why? So that you can apply the same things that I applied and get your degree a whole lot faster. I hope that this video has opened your eyes to new ways to graduate college and to earn college credit. These types of approaches save people a lot of time. I mean, degree hacking in general saved me years of time, and I probably never would have graduated if it wasn't for this process. Look down below in the description and I'll leave a link where you can go watch that free training. Like I said, I hope this video's helped. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you in the next video.